Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Year Nominee Bale SBC guide. Very expensive card, honestly. 1.5 million to do. A bit disappointed in the rating, and honestly, I was hoping it would be 93 rated, keep it in line with David Silva. If you could smash likes, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GIsALegend. All links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Remember to hit that notification bell so you know when uploads are live on the channel. And I would say as well that the pack return is very, very dire. It's not great. It's pretty shocking. It's only about 230k worth of packs, but in terms of the routes, I wouldn't recommend copying flat out my routes. I've tried to be savvy with what's available and trying to mix up as best as I possibly can, so it depends how you want to approach it. But Real, I've went Neto, Savic, Jimenez, Nacho Fernandez, Adan, informed Thomas Pina, informed Santi Cazorla at left wing, Benzema, Carvalho, Vidal and Malcolm. This keeps the Real Madrid players to 2, max nation of 4, 2 informs, 84 rated squad and 85 chem. In all honesty, if they did 7 squads and they were all at 84s to 80, or even like, well, there's what, you've 8, 10, even if there was like, for all the informs that you're giving up, even if it was like a little bit slightly tweaked, to even take out the 88 rate squad, then it might be a bit of justification. But I think in reality, you've got in mind that the 1.5 million spend, take the packs out of the equation. If it was like, if you got say 200k back, even at 1.3, his a special card of Bale would still be quite pricey. It'd probably be near a million coins. But the Liverpool route is Alisson, then went with Aurier, Laporte, Sula, Ta, Javi Martinez, Ribery, Thiago, inform Jordan, try that again, inform Townsend, inform Dini, and then gone with Henderson at right centre defensive mid. Basically 2 league hybrid. It's probably the only way you're going to do it, I think, realistically, unless you go one nation, like either Spanish or German. But as I said, it's fairly straightforward. If this was like the Jumbo Premium Gold Players pack, the 50k one, like, then it wouldn't be so bad. But the packs aren't great. Like, you only get 6 players in that. That is not appealing. Like La Liga, fairly straight. These are fairly straightforward. The first 2 are obviously 284s. The La Liga is just same again, of a 2 league hybrid where we've gone Ter Stegen, Ta, Sula, Gnabry, Cruz, Muller, Neto, Thomas Pina, Carvalho, Nacho Fernandez, and then inform second inform Asensio. I have his Foot Champs card, so obviously I couldn't use it. But this is what's annoying. These SBCs should require the red card. Like, there's so many folks that probably got dozens upon dozens, or even half a dozen, just sitting there doing nothing. Like, they could put them in this, but it'd be like, oh, I've still got to go and buy an inform. I've still got to go and buy maybe another 80 odds. It's like, it only supplements like such a little value. It's kind of disappointing. It shouldn't say just Team of the Week players minimum 2, it should say red Foot Champs cards. Like, this is the only disappointment about this, and that's a 25k pack for an 86 rated squad. That's actually taking the absolute biscuit. Premier League, I've just went an all French squad practically with Buffon and obviously Cavani, kind of the all Buffon, Cavani and Matic being the non-French players. So we've gone Lloris, inform Sacco, inform Bolly, Ruffier, Matic, Rabiot, Payet, Matuidi, Fekir, Cavani and Buffon. Really finding just now the French way seems like the French players seem to be quite a smart way about going it, and like Fekir, Payet aren't too bad. Matuidi and Bolly and Sacco will probably be quite popular, and I thought Lloris kind of made sense, high rated, and same for like Ruffier and Buffon. They're not too bad for their respective ratings for prices. But a 30k pack, seriously, this will let it down. Like, if suddenly this is when every SBC that's 86 plus should all be like minimum 50k packs. Like, that should, like, La Liga should have been like 50k pack. Premier League should have been like 55. Spain maybe like another 55, whatever. Because an 87 rated squad is really, really dire, and I hope they suddenly just go and adjust the packs, because I wouldn't do it, even if Bale was like the be all and end all cards that I wanted. I'd rather just going to get a tradable base Bale if it came out. But with Spain, you go second form Asensio, then Savic, Godin, Jimenez, Casemiro, second form Santi Cazorla, Cruza, Carvalho, Navas, Malcolm, and then Asensio. If you really wanted to adjust the chem dramatically, you would obviously swap Carvalho into right centre mid, and it would suddenly put his the chem from 68 to 74, and you could possibly play about with it a little bit more, but it's no big deal. Then on to England. This is when it feels like never ending and never ending and never ending of the poor packs. Slight improvement on packs here, but nothing to still get yourself excited about. Prem Gold players I don't find brilliant anyway. But we go second form Foster, Lloris, Socrates, Skriniar, Miranda, Insigne, Pjanic, Khedira, David Silva, second form Ryan Fraser and Harry Kane. Whew, it's like a whirlwind that, but it's just absolute torture. Like, 60 chems, not difficult to put together. It's the rating to the pack reward, that's all it is. Like, the requirements are fine. I've not got a problem with some of the routes. It's just the pack reward in relation to the rating. That's all that lets it down. Like, the SBCs, like, I can get the gist of 7 routes. I get the gist of that. I get the reasoning of, like, if it was 93 rated, and if it was, as I said, if it was like 400 or 500, like, the 88 rate squad is a 50k pack. An 88 rated squad is a 50k pack. That should be an ultimate pack. Like, make it worthwhile for us, because it's like 300k spend just to do the route, and you're getting like a 50k pack in return. It's like fraud almost. But second form Asensio, Jimenez, Oblak, Godin, Neto, Saul, Busquets, Cruz, Casemiro, Paulinho and Diego Costa. There is probably a little bit more play in this, maybe like another 85 that you could use to make it link up a little bit more, but there's not much else I would see looking at it that makes it kind of click. Try and keep away from Modric for this kind of route especially, and what you find from this particular route as well, potentially likes of Cruz, Casemiro and Busquets may suddenly go up a little bit in value, just because obviously they'll be regularly required rather than obviously Modric, who's not in packs. But all in all, this is an SBC I would keep well away from. Even if you have everything to hand, I would rather do Best, for example, who is about the same price, even slightly cheaper at times, and also better pack return. But hopefully you find this useful, folks. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done them at all, and if you have, what have you thought of them. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsLegend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.